As Vladimir Putin prepares for war, his no-limits friend Xi Jinping is taking notes. China launched extensive military drills today. Hundreds of warships and aircraft were deployed. Beijing's agenda? A blockade of Taiwan, both in the air and the sea. Hundreds of Chinese warships surrounded the island. Fighter jets violated Taiwan's airspace, and these drills were done for one purpose: to send a message to Taiwan. China has called it combat readiness. Its Eastern Command said, and I paraphrase, Chinese armed forces will close in on the self-governing island from multiple directions and practice assault on ground targets and blockade of sea lanes. This is a threat, and the military deployment added to the optics. So did Taiwan hunker down? Well, not really. It has responded to the Chinese provocation. Taiwan launched jets and warships to counter the Chinese deployment. Taiwan's defense minister addressed his country. He called China a troublemaker and took potshots at Beijing by highlighting the corruption in their military. Listen to this.
It is obviously that China is a very obvious troublemaker. There have been a lot of reports related to corruption problems within the People's Liberation Army. I think they should properly resolve these internal problems instead of destroying peace and stability in the region.
Now, Chinese drills around Taiwan are not new. In fact, they happen quite often. Taiwan is used to the provocation. They were prepared this time as well. So China was forced to change tactics. Beijing unleashed a different weapon, one that they are quite proud of, their propaganda. Like I said, China was practicing a blockade of Taiwan. Warships and jets surrounded the island, but Taiwan responded. So China took the fight to a different battlefield: social media. Beijing has released an animated video. You can see it here. It shows Taiwan's President Lai Ching-Te as an insect. China labeled President Lai as a parasite who was poisoning Taiwan. And the cheap theatrics did not end there. The animation ended with this: Chinese jets and ships surrounding Taiwan and President Lai caught by chopsticks while being roasted on fire. That's the world's second largest economic power for you, masters of gunboat diplomacy and online bullying. China has often called President Lai a separatist, but now they're calling him a parasite. What triggered this animated fury? Two developments, both linked to the United States. The first is U.S. Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. He recently visited the Philippines and Japan. It was his first visit to Asia. He publicly condemned Chinese aggression in the Taiwan Strait. This happened on Sunday in Tokyo. We told you about this. And this has upset China, which is why they're acting up. Here's the second reason: weapons. Right before Pete Hegseth's visit to the Indo-Pacific, the Trump administration delivered something to Taiwan, and it was no ordinary weapon. It was the most advanced and lethal version of the F-16 fighter jets. Unlike the F-16 jets that Taiwan already operates, this one is modern with better anti-maritime capabilities. Taiwan will get 66 such jets. The first ones were delivered last weekend. It is a major boost to their offensive capabilities. And do you know who approved the sale? US President Donald Trump. This deal, in fact, was approved in 2019 when Trump was president. Then came the Biden administration. They delayed the deliveries. Now Trump is back in the White House and the deliveries are back on track. The first batch has been sent to Taiwan. Plus, Trump is ramping up support in other ways. In February, the US State Department removed a line from its website which said that the US does not support Taiwan's independence. This was the line. They removed it. And then new F-16 jets were delivered. If you join the dots, you will see a furious China. It opposes all American support for Taiwan. And this could be one reason for the latest drills. But what about the animation? The propaganda video screams desperation. For a country that takes pride in its technology and AI advancements, you would at least expect better graphics.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Belong Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.